Hello, hello, hello. All right, guys. Where is the Facebook? Let's mute this. Oops. What the hell? Let's mute this. What's up, guys? If anybody's in here, say something in the chat. Let's go to my Discord. We're going live, guys, with Sonoma Strong. Yo, yo, what's up, Craig? Hey, my brother, I've been watching. Here, let's see. So yeah, we can talk for a couple minutes until Matt and JoJo gets here. Hey, my brother, I've been watching you for a long time. What up, man? Craig, I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. I'm hoping this brings some more value. The OGs, Matt and JoJo, but 7.3 is that the name of your company? 7.3 junk removal. What's up, Cisco? Craig, thanks again. Anthony, what's up? Matt Fitch, what's up? What's up, Matt? How you doing, Matt? Travis, thank you so much. The goats. Oh shit. So 1 second. Hold on. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Just bear with me. What up?
Can you hear us? Because we actually can't hear you.
Sorry, I accidentally muted myself again. What's up, guys?
Wow.
Hi.
What's going down? How you doing?
What's going down? I got my lights set up to make me look all pretty, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, so guys, thank you for coming. I'm gonna do the intro in a minute though. I want to save it for when everybody gets here. I gotta, I just want to, hype you up a little before we get the party started. So 23 live viewers. That's not bad for me, not bad for me because I'm a little one compared to you guys. Let me see, everyone. And get some more people in here. How you guys been?
Good. Great. How about
JoJo,
yourself?
I'm very upset with you.
Me? Oh God.
And Matt, I am very okay. I'm not upset with you. I'm sad. You guys drove through Los Angeles to Orange County, and I didn't see you guys. But I know you guys were doing your thing, and I was a little far from you guys, right? Like couple, who knows, an hour, 2 hours with traffic.
We actually flew out there. It was my buddy's wedding, and we didn't have much time to do stuff. And when I Googled your address, you're like an hour and 45 minutes away.
Oh, you came out for a wedding too?
Yeah, wedding.
Okay, I guess.
That's
whatever.
the reason why we were there.
How'd you guys like Disneyland? How long were the lines?
You know what? At the very first day, we waited in line forever. And then the next day we were smart and we got the little fast pass where you can like save your place in line, and you could do other things where there's no line. And then, so once we got that down, we were flying through rides quick.
Yeah, we got like a 3-day pass. We only went for 2 days. We're like, you know what? Screw the third day. We ain't doing it.
Yeah.
Yep. It's exhausting, man, especially like waiting in line. Even when you get the fast passes, it's a lot of work.
For sure.
Did you guys do Magic Mountain though?
Yeah.
It's the coolest ride. It's it's in the dark. It's the spaceship one that's in the dark room and it goes really fast.
It's like space.
Oh, that was the last one we did.
Space Mountain. No, sorry, not Magic. Space Mountain.
We did that one, and then we also did the one where it was like the abominable snowman or something. I don't know. It was really intense. I didn't think it was going to be that. I forget.
They were off the hook. You see like the video picture later on of you there, and my face was like this.
We were like,
oh, freaked out and shit.
Awesome. Yeah, man. I love Disneyland. Love roller coasters. I haven't ridden in it. It's been quite a while, but let's just see who's in here. Matt Fitch, what's up? Travis Wilson, the goats. Ooh, I like that. Thank you. Craig, what's up? 606. Hey Dom, how you doing? Garza's junk hauling. Nice to see you. We got the troll hunter. Hopefully the audio's fixed. Domingo crickets. Think we got it fixed. So, hey guys, what's going to happen here is we're going to start here in a couple minutes. I'm just going to ask my questions to Matt and JoJo. If you guys have questions for me or them, most likely try to have questions for them. I will put your guys' questions up and we'll go like some of my questions. We'll jump to some of your guys' questions, back to my questions. I've got, let's see, how many questions do I have for you guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, about 73. Wow, 73 questions. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, bro. I got 15 questions.
I had to say 73. Dinner's going to start like an hour from now.
I have a roast in the oven. So
all right, we're at 31 live viewers. Okay, 2 minutes. Hey, I'm gonna go grab a glass of water real quick. Actually, I'm gonna get a soda, and I will be right back. And I'll see you guys in just a second.
Okay. All right.
So hopefully you guys like that thumbnail that Andrew made.
Yeah, I noticed that there's some people that always are on our lives that are on this one too. So I recognize some of those names.
So the troll hunter. Yeah, a bunch of people. I'm gonna grab a beer too.
Garza's junk calling. Yeah. And can you grab my water that's in the fridge? It's in that bright orange container.
Arson, what's up, my man? If you're still here, say something. Extreme junk removal, what's up? Halo, what's up, Halo? Aaron, what's up? Carlos, Paxton, Badger, Junket, Anthony, Cleon, Junk Guys, Nashville. Okay, cool. And if you guys know me, I don't know how many videos of you see of mine anymore. I know you guys are busy, but diet, caffeine-free Pepsi or Coke.
See, I like diet Pepsi.
Dude, I can't. Yeah, I have to do caffeine-free. This is all natural energy, no caffeine.
So no coffee in the morning, none of that?
Okay, I do have coffee. It's a special coffee that has 0% caffeine. It's called Swiss water process. It's a new process that they put coffee through where it's not decaffeinated. It's more than decaf. It gets rid of everything. There's not an ounce of caffeine. Caffeine makes me all jittery and crazy, crazier than I already am.
So I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but have you ever tried Zevia?
Oh yeah, I put stevia.
No, it's a soda. It starts with
Oh,
a
Z with the Z. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
really good too.
I'm gonna get the Zevia for sure. Oh, say hi to my cat. Okay. All right, guys. So everybody, it is 5 o'clock. I guess let's get this party started so I don't keep you guys all night. Let's see. Let's get my questions ready. Okay, Matt and JoJo. So awesome to have you guys here. You are definitely the OG junk removal couple of YouTube, and definitely the trendsetters. You guys are awesome, and you guys were actually my biggest inspiration. And I don't just say this, and I know you guys hear this all the time, but I have to let you guys know the God's honest truth. When I first started this business, I fell into it during COVID because I was struggling. I was at my lowest. COVID hit, and my friend was like, dude, if you need cash now and you're willing to, like, go pick up trash or junk or whatever, he's like, you can make some serious money. I start Googling junk removal. I was like, holy crap, this guy was serious. And I swear, man, I came across you, digested most of your content, Ricardo, and I think Steve Conroy, and that was really it. But you guys were literally the inspiration for me to get started. You made it seem feasible and doable. Like, you guys made it seem like, okay, I think I could do this. You guys gave me that inspiration. So in short, you guys kind of saved my life. It was a really, really low point that I was struggling, and I consumed your content. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. You guys are awesome for putting that out there. I'm sure you've helped a lot of people in similar situations. So, and you've also truly done something most people, guys, they have done something that is, and we're going to dive deep into this because this is something that not many people have done. I only know one other person who's done what they've done, but they had a 15-year head start, which, that's awesome. The guy that I'm talking about had a 16-year head start. You guys, I think, are 5 years in, but guys, they have never ran Google ads. They have built their business from the ground up with just straight hard work from the ground up, straight boss gangsterness. You started with a small truck, I believe. You can correct me after this if I got anything wrong. You started with a small little truck. You worked your way to the dump trailer. You worked your way to the dump truck. You now have 2 dump trucks, and you've done this all without running Google ads. If I'm mistaken, I think you've literally built your business. I think the most you guys have done is Facebook boosts, maybe, which is insane. You guys are the largest junk removal channel. You guys, I think, are somewhere in the 28,000 followers now. The biggest junk removal channel with a loyal following. Matt, you also have a story. We're not going to talk about it. I know you touched on it a little bit in your videos, but I resonate with that side of you as well. And to see what you've done, I've seen videos where you talk about it, and I've heard about your story, and what you've done is absolutely incredible, and how you've come out of that, and what you built from the ground up, and what you've done shows insane character. And I'm a true believer of this saying: success is driven by one of 2 things, inspiration or desperation. I think you and I were both desperate when we changed. So
I was definitely hungry for sure for a change.
So I resonate with that a lot. I love your guys' relationship. You're incredible people from at least what I've seen and met a couple of times. You seem incredible. I look forward to becoming friends in the future and talking more. Friends meaning see you guys more often and become, closer friends, because you guys are really awesome. So thank you so much, guys. And without further ado, we have Matt and JoJo with Sonoma Strong Hauling.
What's going down? What an intro right there.
Yeah,
man. Gave me
Yeah,
the chills, for real.
But yeah, and that's just me, the brief that I know about. I'm sure you got way more cool stuff you've done, but guys, thank you so much for being here. And I guess I'm just going to dive into my questions, and let's just start with, and by the way, guys, if you have questions, please just ask them. Let's start from sorry, 1 second. So guys, how are you today? How are you tonight?
Doing great. Truly blessed. We're on the Andrew show.
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and you guys are my second interview ever. So bear with me, guys, if I'm not a good interviewer yet. I'm still learning how to do this. And But yeah, why don't, for the probably very unlikely, Matt and JoJo, that there's people in here who don't know who you are, but why don't you just say who you are really quick and where you're at, and just keep it brief. What you guys, who you are, what you do. Well, we all know what you do, and just where you're at.
So I'm Matthew Vick from Sonoma County. This is the JoJo. We run a junk removal business out in Santa Rosa, Sonoma County, California. We've been in the business going on 6 years, and we built our business all organic. We just ran Facebook ads. We built it to do 2 brand new dump trucks, and we put a lot of hard work in. It was really, really hard work to get where we're at now, but we're truly blessed, and I couldn't imagine life being any better.
Yeah, I agree.
Awesome. Yeah. So, I lost my notes real quick. My bad, guys. Man, for somebody who's supposed to be techie, where is my? Sorry, guys. Bear with me here. Okay. So you said you've been in junk removal for 6 years now?
It's going to be 6 years coming up. Yeah.
Okay. And how did you find out about junk removal initially? What got you? How did you stumble upon junk removal, and what made you decide to do junk removal?
So long story short, I went to a Salvation Army program, went to rehab when I got fresh out of jail, and I was working on the trucks, picking up donations. And we were going all over Napa County, Sonoma County, picking up donations. And a lot of the stuff wasn't donatable. It had like cat scratches on it, hair on it. And I was like, we can't take this when I was working on the trucks. And the people kept asking me, well, who can we call to pick up this stuff? So that's when I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start a junk removal business. And it took me a while to actually think of the idea again. I started working a shitty job at Safeway, making like $15 an hour, kept getting promised to get promoted. It never happened. Then I told the JoJo, hey, I need to get ahead in life. I mean, I got nothing. I got no money in the bank. I'm barely being able to pay my bills and pretty much eat the food I want to eat. I'm still eating top ramen and shit like I'm in jail. So I'm like, JoJo, we got to do something. I want to make an extra $2,000 a month. So we started doing some research online, and we were going to do either junk removal with moving, but we decided to do just junk removal, and it was the best decision we ever made. I had no idea how much cash was in the trash business. When I started getting customers, it felt like I was selling drugs again. I'm like, shit, I got all this money coming in left to right. You know what I mean? I was just tucking it all away like I was never going to have it again. So that's how it started, the idea, all because of the Salvation Army program.
So you didn't find this just browsing on YouTube originally. You literally got the idea from Salvation Army.
Yeah.
So it's not like somebody was like, hey, Matt, you can make $1,000 a day, or you got the idea from where you currently were at.
Exactly.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. And how long have you been doing the YouTube now?
Oh, YouTube. So, we started the YouTube channel just a little while after starting the business. So I would say maybe 4.5 years, almost 5.
Yeah, for a long time, she's like, we got to do YouTube videos for advertising. It's free advertising, man. And I was like, no, I don't want to do the videos. I felt weird in front of the camera and all that stuff. But yeah, she pushed us to do it.
Yeah, it was because there was a question that said, what motivated you guys to have a YouTube channel? And it really was just part of our zero budget and utilizing all the free platforms. So we created a YouTube channel just so we could do some commercials to get our name for our business out there. And if you went way far back in all of our YouTube videos, the very first ones was just us talking about who we were. It wasn't following us like day in the life of junk removal.
Yeah. And I actually went back to your oldest videos when it was, you could see the transition from Matt. And then Matt, you slowly bring in the JoJo. What was what led to doing that?
So at first I was like, I'm making videos and stuff, and JoJo we would record that day, and the JoJo would say something on camera, and then I would go to edit the video, and guess who I cut out all the time?
All the time.
That's
JoJo. It was the star of the show, the JoJo.
All the time. She's like, wait, I said something there. I know, but I just.
Was JoJo the one film? Like, JoJo there still like filming you and stuff, or was it always you hand holding or an employee or what?
It was pretty much me just holding the camera like this and then hauling trash with the other hand.
And JoJo was there, so, and she would say stuff in the background, and you'd cut her out.
I'd cut her ass out back in the day.
All the time.
That's awesome. So
awesome.
He said awesome. Now she can't stop talking, so I'm always recording. I'm like, come on, JoJo, bring that fire.
That's funny.
Right on. So now, and then what? They heard the JoJo, and now everybody wants the JoJo.
Well, pretty much everyone wishes they had a JoJo, had a woman by their side helping them out. And I think that JoJo and myself pretty much started that trend of couples starting to pick up trash. I don't think it was that big of a thing back in the day.
I agree with that. Yes.
That is why I'm asking, like, when did JoJo come into the picture? Because you guys set a trend. Like,
Yes.
You guys are definitely trendsetters. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but only in this industry, I've looked, I'm getting into the house cleaning business. I'm getting into just the house cleaning business, but I looked into the landscaping business. I looked into all kinds of other home service businesses. There's not a single other home service business where I can find where there's just couples doing their thing or just on the drive filming content and like just trying to build a YouTube presence. And I think that is because you guys have kind of set that like trend, which is cool. It's great. I mean, it's just very interesting that in no other home services industry, only in this industry, but it's inspiring at the same time. So
Yeah,
now that we got all those questions out of the way, guys, I have one more question. Then we're gonna get in deep. Okay, I'm gonna ask the questions about like how you guys got where you are. We're gonna dive in deep because I know everybody here wants to know how you guys did what you did. But I have one other question before we get to the more technical stuff. How long did it take you, Matt and JoJo, before you could actually quit your job? Like, when were you like, holy shit, money's coming in, I can quit? How long did it take you to get to that point?
I could have done it a lot sooner, but I had like family members telling me, Matt, keep your job because you got benefits. You got a safe place where you're always going to get 40 hours. I would say a good, a year and a half.
I was going to say about a year and a half.
About a year and a half, I worked at my grocery store job, which I hated, and doing junk removal on the side. But I just stacked all my money. I had a fat safety nest put away. And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to quit. I went into the office and they called me in there for some reason. And the manager was talking to me about some BS. And I was like, you can give me a raise or I'm going to quit. He said, I can't give you a raise. I said, all right, I'm gone. Deuces. And then from then on, I just was just hauling trash then after that. And then the JoJo was a little bit later because she worked at a school.
Yeah, I worked at a school and I absolutely loved my job. I would have never thought that I would have ever left it because I just loved it so much. But after COVID and distance learning and then getting a new round of students, I just felt that it was no longer as rewarding as this had become. So that was about 2 years ago.
So before we jump into the technical questions, I have a question. One of the subscribers asks, or not subscribers, one of my YouTube subscribers says, are you coming down for the live event? I don't know if you guys know this, but I am hosting a in-person event where we're all going to just like meet and greet people. February 24th. It'd be cool if you guys came. It'd be cool to see you guys. So hopefully you do. It's just a meet and greet, nothing crazy. And actually, you should come. You know why, Matt?
Let me know. What's up?
Because you were supposed to host a meet and greet February 2 years ago.
Yes.
You know what happened, right? I just read your email.
COVID.
It was COVID. Then my buddy hit me up and said, hey, they're locking everything down. Like, what was like a week before it was supposed to go down?
Yeah.
So it would have been, we couldn't do it. It was like, shit. But you know what? We might fly out there. You never know.
Yeah. When is the date of that again?
I'll send you guys the info. February 24th. Just a meet and greet. I just posted it yesterday. So I'm doing the live virtual event, right? A big live virtual event that everybody can stream in. But I'm doing an in-person immediately after for a meet and greet for anybody who just happens to be in the area. I've already got 42 RSVP'd.
Nice.
42 people. Now, how many are actually going to show up? We'll see. But yeah, so it'd be cool if you guys can come down. But yeah, so I'm going to jump into a question that you guys probably get a lot or hear about. And I want to hear what your thoughts are on this. Since you guys are the biggest YouTube channel, I'm sure you hear this a lot. Matt, and I get this a lot too. You're telling people about the industry. You're causing more competition, blah, blah. So are you worried? We don't need to talk. We don't need to tell the response to the negative Nancy's. I just want to hear, are you worried about saturation at all in this industry? At all?
You know what? I'm not worried about it at all because we built such a strong brand that people know who we are, and we are the go-to people in our area. And when we're driving around and I tell the Julio, let me know if you see any dump trucks or any haulers rolling around today. And we meet up, we do a job, knock it out. He's rolling around in one truck, I'm rolling around in another truck. We don't see that many haulers out there, even though we have around 90 to 100 junk haulers out here. So it is saturated out here. You can try to start the business, but I guarantee it's going to be a lot harder now than it was 6 years ago when we started. But we built a strong foundation, and I'm not worried about it. But a lot of people, I feel like, that are just have that wrong mindset, thinking, oh, another junk hauler took my job. Well, in reality, you never got that job. They're worried about the $50 junk hauler taking their job they didn't even get. So I don't even look at it like that. I just focus on myself.
So not worried.
Not worried at all.
Right on. That's a great answer, man. And I do agree. It is a little more difficult, but if you have that mindset and you're in it to win it, and you really go all in, you go balls deep, you can crush it. But yeah, I agree. So you're not scared of the competition at all?
No, not at all.
Matt and JoJo's got this. And this might be, if this is too personal of a financial question, you don't have to answer this, but I don't think it is. When you said a year and a half, right? A year and a half you were in the business before you went full time when you quit.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the number that you were comfortable with, that you were averaging per month, where you're like, you know what, I'm okay. I'm going to go full time. What was the number that you were?
It wasn't really the number of, wasn't really a cash number I was making per month. It was the customers I had call me back constantly. So I wanted to make sure my phone kept ringing. So
it was more of the like, am I staying busy?
Am I staying busy?
Okay.
Because ain't nothing worse than
I make 5,000 or 10,000 a month. It's just, is my phone freaking ringing?
Is my phone ringing, and do I have a good safety net over here of a money pile? And I was okay. That's when I knew it was time.
So how long did it take you guys before? So it's a lot different for you guys than it is for most people getting into the business, because most people nowadays buy leads, right? It's just Thumbtack, Google, Yelp. At least in my experience, that's just kind of how it is. And I mean, you could do the organic game, right? You can absolutely just rock social media, do yard signs, do networking, do door hangers, and really go ham and do, just crush it that way. But it takes a lot longer to build that foundation. While you can jump on Google ads, if you know what you're doing, your phone could ring 10 times a day, every day, if you're in a decently populated area. So you being the way you guys did it and really worked hard and built a foundation, when did it snowball? Like, when did the snowball happen where you're just like, holy shit, we're doing 20K a month and you're not paying for leads, which is the crazy part. Like, how many, was it at the year and a half mark, or was it 2 years? When did it hit okay, shit, we're doing 6 figures and my phone's just ringing? Like, how many years of work did you have to put in to get to that, holy shit level? Oh my God, JoJo, we're good.
Yeah. What I would say maybe 3 years ago.
Say 3 years ago. So probably in the business for a good 2 to 2.5 years, when we had a bunch of just repeat customers that kept calling us up and just so much work coming in. We're like, shit, we're good.
I still feel like that right now.
Like, I have
I'm still like, oh my God, I can't believe it. This just keeps coming and coming.
Yeah. And it blows my mind. And I tell people this, it's one of those things, because I have a completely different subset of subscribers, right? Where I teach Google ads, and a lot of people, if they can't get into the Google ads game, I make references to you guys all the time. I'm like, the only way you're going to succeed, if you're not willing to pay for leads, is you have to work your ass off. You
Yeah.
have to work your ass off. Go watch some Matt and JoJo videos. You have to like work your ass off. If you're not willing to pay for leads, you have to get so creative with the guerrilla marketing and yard signs. And one of the things that I actually took from you, one of your tricks, you did a video, and I actually made a little mini video of my own on it, is you did gift baskets, right? And you would always go drop off little mini gift baskets. And I think you even said like, go to the store, put some little things in there, whether it's the Dollar Tree or whatever. And I think you made an example to like a real estate office. So you put some pens in there or something. And, I always tell that technique to people because that worked for me too in the very beginning. I did some in-person sales myself in the beginning, but yeah. So three years ago. So that means you were in business for 3 years at the time then.
Yeah, I would say 3 years.
Cool. And by the way, guys, as I'm going down my questions, please, let me actually say, ask questions, please, if you have. Let me just put this here. 1 second. Any of you guys have any questions for the Matt and the JoJo, please ask. Just ask in the chat. I'll pin it, and I'll go through some of your guys' questions. So just ask away. As far as advertising goes, I know you guys have done some advertising, and the only advertising that I've ever heard you talk about is Facebook boosts, right?
Pretty much the only thing we ever paid for was Facebook boosts and maybe a Craigslist ad every once in a while.
the good old $5 Craigslist.
Yeah, that's it pretty much.
So my question is, how much? I know that you probably can't measure how many leads came from the Facebook posts, like exactly, but what's the most that you guys have ever spent on Facebook boosts in a month, in a single month, like $20, 100, 1,000, 10,000?
We started doing something recently this year. Last year.
Yeah, so just last year we started doing it. What happened was someone started tearing down our signs. Every time we put signs out, they're just taking our signs out. Like, what the hell? They're putting their signs where our signs were at. And I told the Julio, you know what? They're going to keep tearing our signs down. I'm going to run a Facebook boost every single day. So if they're on Facebook, they can't take that shit down. I'm going to be in their face. So what really happened was it backfired for them because we landed a $50,000 job off one of the Facebook boosts. So we're only spending around $300 a month on a Facebook boost. That's it.
So like 300.
300. That's it.
Nice. $50,000 job for Facebook?
Off Facebook. So Junk King showed up there and they gave him a price. And then we went there. It was like, almost dark too. Walking around the property. Guy was super cool. There was a lot of shit there.
Was that the big ass job a few months ago that you guys had that was, I think you streamed it once. It was like a difficult area to get into and you had a whole bunch of loads.
Oh yeah, that was the one.
Yeah.
It kept growing and
that
growing
was on Facebook?
growing. Yes, Facebook.
So I did some Facebook ads. I finally tested Facebook ads, not boosts. Pretty close, but almost the same thing. But Facebook ads, you can really be more particular and specific. I got a $12,000 hoarder job from Facebook ads.
Oh, nice.
And then my biggest job from Google ads was a $115,000 warehouse job.
Killing it.
Yeah. But that was from Google ads. And that was a crazy story. I actually made a video on it, but I got,
is that the one that had all that big equipment you're talking about?
Yeah. The heavy ass equipment, like 20,000 pound machines. Who knows how heavy, but yes, it was some big ass equipment. So for all the people in here who are trying to get into junk removal, maybe they're struggling a little bit, maybe they just need more leads. If you had to pick one and you had to start over, and there is one marketing strategy that you could use that you would really just go to town on, what would that one marketing strategy? Would it be Facebook boost? Would it be yard signs? Would it be like, what do you think is the most effective strategy if you had to pick one? Like what brings the most leads if you had to pick one?
Well, Google Business Profile brings the most leads, but if I had to just choose one where I can start posting stuff on the daily and maybe boost that ad, it would be Facebook for sure.
Facebook boost?
Yeah.
Wow. And I actually I thought for sure you were going to say yard signs or but Facebook boost.
Yeah. I told you our signs come down. I got a bunch of signs. They keep coming down though. I'm gonna keep putting them out there. I don't care.
Yeah, I keep putting them out too. They always come down. I just keep putting them up. I keep trying to staple them higher under the telephone poles, like 10 feet high.
Yeah, I just teabag them now and put them up.
And I guess so. If it would be Facebook now, or Facebook if you had to start over? And my follow-up question is, and what marketing would you do? What marketing strategy is most effective now? Is it still Facebook ads for you guys?
I would say, yeah, Facebook and pretty much Google business profiles.
Of course, yeah, good old Google business profile.
Yeah.
Those are the two biggest ways people will discover you.
And do you guys still take the phone calls yourself too? Most like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does that ever drive you crazy?
It's not that bad. I just answer the phone. Hello, this is so and so. And
So I have a question about phone calls, because I was running Google ads and my phone was blowing up all the time. I'd run Google ads from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and you'd be surprised. I'm sure you've had people call you at 10. I've had a customer call me at midnight before. And I actually booked the job at midnight. Then she canceled immediately that morning. But does the phone calls ever get in the way? Because my phone would be going crazy and I would have to, I was running Google ads and I swear I felt like I was never off the phone, like ever. I never got any breathing time. I'd bring at dinner, I'd answer it because I can't miss calls when you're running Google ads. Does it ever feel like that? Or?
Well, when you're paying for ads, I kind of get it. You got to answer that phone. So for me, if the phone comes in and I don't want to answer it right then, I always text the customer back. Hey, I'm with a customer. Can I call you right back?
Yeah. Okay.
So I got a little bit of time. Or if I'm fishing or something like that, I won't really answer the phone. I'm not really worried about it.
Must be nice to just have those leads coming in.
Every once in a while I'll answer, but I try not to.
Nice. Let's see if any. Let's go to the chat real quick. All right, so let's answer some chat questions and then we'll go back to mine. Craig says, if you started again with nothing, what would be your business plan doing junk removal again?
Yeah, we've been asked that question before, which is pretty much like, if you had to do it over again, is there anything you'd do differently? No, we would have started junk removal sooner. That's about it.
That's the only thing you start 6 years earlier.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have changed anything. We started with just a truck and then a utility trailer and then a dump trailer. And I like starting like that because we were so appreciative each time we were able to like get something new that made our job easier. You appreciate it so much more than if you started with just like the big, huge dump truck, with all the bells and whistles. Yep. So I really wouldn't change anything.
One thing I would have done different was looked more professional when I showed up to jobs. I'd wear like a white t-shirt with just a baseball cap, and customers would try to lowball me and they weren't trying to pay the price I was asking for. And that's what I would do. I look more professional to be able to sell myself easier at jobs, showing up with just a uniform with a nice hat. That's one thing I do different.
You guys do the t-shirts, right? Just t-shirts. You don't do polos?
Oh, we have polos. We have new gear. So here's our new like sweater. Whoops.
Oh, you got a zip up hoodie now.
Yeah.
I like the zip up. That looks good.
And then the back looks different too. It says
too much junk. Ooh, okay.
So our shirts are they're polo now with our logo here and then the wording in the back.
I gotta see do you have any videos up with the polos yet? Because I've only
ever seen polo right here. Let's see, it's right here.
Yeah, we have new we're wearing them in our newer videos.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, so now you got the t-shirts, the polos, the hoodies, and the hats. Okay.
You got to get the breathable ones too.
Yep. Those are the best ones, man. Yeah. Where did you order from?
It was on Amazon. I just kept searching and then I don't really remember the company name. Does it tell you in here? They weren't cheap.
It says CQR. That's the brand. CQR.
Cool. And let's see if there's any other. Ooh, this is a question that I was going to save towards the end. This guy has the same question. Out, junk, out. I'm going to ask that question a little bit later. So we'll get into that one later. Okay, here's a good one. And what CRM do you guys use?
Workies.
Did you guys ever use HouseCallPro?
No.
So just straight Workies?
Yep.
Cool. Good old Workies. That's what I use right now as well. Anthony asks, do you have potential customers who think you charge too much? How do you work with that or around that?
Well, yeah, you always end up with customers that are out there looking for like the cheapest person. And sometimes they're going to think you charge too much. And how do you work with that? They're not our customer.
And one thing I would never do, I'd never pay a junk caller to come pick up my shit and pay the price that we charge customers to pick up their shit.
Yeah. I would never do that.
Let's see. Let's go back. Okay, let's go back to my questions now.
I can add to that. Can I add to that really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
There are times when you show up and you quote a price and they're just really surprised that it costs that much, but they're in a bind. And you can, work it out to where you ask them what their budget is. You're like, what is your budget? And if it's just a little lower, if it's reasonable, you can work with them and you can be like, well, for that much, we can take, a certain amount of things. What is priority for you to get rid of? And then they might just pick, like the big bulky items because they can't take care of that themselves. And when you're able to work that out, you're walking away with money in your pocket and they're walking away with you helping them solve their problem. So, I shouldn't have just said they're not your customer because you can work around things.
No, that's actually a really good tip, JoJo. I've actually I remember when I started doing that, instead of just going, oh, okay, and just leave, be like, hey, what priority items? Maybe we can work within your budget and we can fill up this month. That actually, you could save a lot of customers doing that for sure. So that is a good tip.
You can also let them know too, hey, you know what? If you bring it to the driveway or curbside, we can offer you a discount that way. You can give them options if it's that way too.
Definitely try to save them if you can. You might as well. You've got them on the phone. Or even when you're in person, just try. And then if not, then they're not your customer.
And one thing I'll do too is if I show up to a job and they really don't want to go with the price, if I see some items that they can pretty much break up and throw in their trash can, we'll do what the JoJo said. Hey, we can take the majority of the stuff you want, the bulky stuff, and maybe you can throw the stuff in your trash can like once a week and just get rid of the pile every other week. Just dump the stuff in your trash can.
Yep. Finn Hockey asks, who have you networked with that has brought you the most amount of jobs, revenue?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say the realtors out here in Sonoma County have brought us a lot of money for sure.
Yeah.
So would you say your realtors come from your original like networking and going to real estate offices and doing your gift basket thing that you said? Do you think you got most of your realtors that way or maybe through Facebook or both?
Both.
It was both. Pretty much driving around, adding them on Facebook when I see like a for sale sign, walking into open houses on Sunday, introducing myself, just finding them on
all that.
You did all that. Every single way. I'm a realtor stalker. I'll find your ass. I'm gonna find you, add you on Facebook, and I'm gonna do business with you.
I'm a realtor stalker. Hell yeah. Actually, speaking of realtors, tell me what you think of. I haven't tried this, but it was somebody in my Discord or somebody somewhere had this realtor trick. And I don't know if it would work. And it sounds like a good idea. If you're driving around and you have no jobs and you're trying to get jobs and you're hustling, putting out yard signs, every time you see a realtor sign, you know what this guy suggests? He's like, hey, every time you see a realtor sign, take a little video, look professional, go up to the real estate sign, be like, hey, Stacy. Hey, Stacy, this is Andrew with Jedi Junk Removal. I'm a local family-owned company in the area. I just saw your real estate sign here, and then send off a little video saying I'd love to help you. So if you're driving around hitting, places to network and you see some real estate signs, there's a little, I don't know if that tip will work, guys, but I just remembered it because we're talking about realtors. It's creative, it's fun, it's cute.
It is creative. I like it.
Yeah, you might be considered a real realtor stalker doing something like that.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
That's a good idea. I like that.
I think let's here's one. I'll let you guys answer this one and then I'll go back to my questions.
Is it
Does the questions pop up? It pops up for you too, right? You see it?
Yes.
Yeah, we see them.
Okay, cool.
So it must be an LLC or something. I've been doing everything on my own under the radar for now. After a while, I definitely will. But to start, how long should I wait? You definitely don't have to start off as an LLC. It's actually easy with less paperwork and everything to just do a sole proprietor. That's, and that's actually how we started, because when we started the business, we didn't own anything. We had 0 assets. We lived in an apartment, didn't even have a couch. So, you could definitely just do the sole proprietor. That's really easy. And your business license, super easy, super cheap. So you don't need to do it under the radar. So get your license and be legit. And the time will come when you'll want to separate yourself from your business, and then you could become an LLC or an S Corp. We are now an S Corp, and
that means you're making that money saving on self-employment tax.
Yeah, we know that there's benefits. So
yep, good job, guys. That's awesome. Good answer. I agree. It really also depends. Like if you're all in, you got some money, and you just want you're going all in. Pay the $80 to the state to get the LLC, but like, you don't have to. If you need to make money and just get out there, make some money. And I had a question that, my lady wanted me to ask you a question that I was supposed to ask you in the beginning. She's off with my crazy son, Jedi, right now. He's being crazy, like super loud. So she's taking him for a walk, but she wanted me to ask you this question. How did you guys meet?
Oh, great story.
So go ahead, JoJo.
I asked her one. I was like, honey, do you have any questions for them? She's like, yeah. How did Matt and JoJo meet? You remember you danced with my lady too, if you remember. You guys were dancing.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
We had good time.
How did you guys meet?
Okay, so my son worked at Safeway. He was working at Safeway, but I did something that I never done before, and I never went into Safeway and ordered anything from the deli. But my son had a soccer game, and it was school, in between school and the game, and I knew I wasn't going to get home till like 8 o'clock. So I ran to the deli at Safeway and ordered a wrap sandwich. And this tall guy was there, and he made it for me, and he burnt it.
You burnt it?
He was new, I guess, in the deli. He didn't really know how to make that sandwich.
Or he did it on purpose to kind of spark a little.
It was part of my strategy for sure. No, I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't know how to cook. I put it in the toaster, burnt that shit, gave it to her.
And he goes, I can make you another one. And I'm kind of running late, and I'm thinking, no, that's okay. And I'm thinking in my head, he's kind of nice looking guy, but he can't cook for shit. So that's how we met. And then a few weeks later, or a couple months later, whatever, I was walking down the street in my town that I lived in, and he came with his friends kind of walking by me, and I was like, he looks really familiar. How do I know this guy? And then it dawned on me, and when we passed each other, I was like, hey, have you gotten any better at making sandwiches?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
So the JoJo's a real one. She's been with me since I've been broke, had to borrow money to take her out. I was frying chicken, making sandwiches. I was like, had no cash. And that's how I met her.
He also walked up to my son, because they worked at the same place, and he goes, hey, what's the story about your mom? And then my son came home, and he goes, hey, you know that tall guy that you were talking about? He asked about you today. And so I hopped in my car, and I went to Safeway, and I looked and seen that he was still working. And
the crazy thing is, I asked her son when we're hanging Christmas lights up, like in December, I was like, hey, you ever thought we'd be living together? He's like, I said, he saw, no, not really. I said, you see all this right here? I said, this is all because of your mom and me. And he's like, no, it's because of me, because I introduced you guys. None of this would be impossible. I was like, you little shit.
That's actually super. That's super romantic. So you ran into each other on the street. You made the sandwich thing, the sandwich joke. So JoJo kind of like, put a little oomph into it, huh?
Yeah, she did. She hollered at me.
That's awesome. Well, and how long you guys been together now?
What, like 7
years?
7
years, right?
This will be our 8th summer. So, but not 8 years. So,
awesome. I guess that's super cute. A lot cuter than how I met my lady. I slid into the Instagram DMs. So, but when we went
not with no pics, right?
What's that?
Not with no pics, right?
No. None of the, what do we call those? I don't want to say it on stream, but the naughty pics.
Yeah,
None of
the naughty
those.
pics.
No.
All right,
No,
good for you. Good for you.
she was vegan at the time, and I was vegan at the time. I was trying to lose weight and be healthy because, not vegan, that's animal, just really plant-based, trying to eat a lot more veggies than meat. Now I just eat meat. But yeah, so I was like, hey, you're vegan, I'm vegan, we'll take you to a vegan restaurant. And but yeah, so cool. I'll tell her she's gonna watch this when she gets back, so she'll hear. Let's see, any other questions? If you guys, by the way, if you guys have any questions, please ask. We've only got a little bit of time left, and I have a few questions left as well, so get your questions in, guys. This is when will you cut your long Jesus hair, Andrew? Matt and JoJo, what do you think about all the up and coming coming YouTube junk removal guys trying to make it in junk removal? That is the one and only Ricardo right there. Ricardo from Junk Guys. The hair is never going away, my man. My crazy hair is here forever. Okay. But
It looks like a wig now.
It does.
You look like Cypress Hill a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, so so what do you think about all the up and coming junk removal YouTube junk removal guys trying to make it in junk removal?
Is there a bunch of new ones?
There are so many YouTubers, and I have nothing against it. I'm a YouTuber. I love it. I think it's inspiring and motivating, but and yeah. So what do you guys think?
I think just keep it up. It's good for your business. Actually, that's one of the reasons why we're so successful. People follow us on YouTube, and then they go check out our website, and that helps us rank. So more power to them. You want to film your life of picking up trash and making videos. For me and the JoJo, it's fun. We have fun doing it. It makes the day a lot better.
Yeah, it does. It's great. It's great. You're doing jobs, you're filming your day. And I just realized recently that it's like, we never did this for this purpose, but it dawned on me that like, you're leaving your legacy. Like you really are, like our grandkids, our great grandkids, they can not only just be told, oh yeah, they started a business, but they can actually see how we did it and how it grew and just our day-to-day life. And it just dawned on me because I was kind of thinking about the circle of life and the legacy and what do you leave? Like within 2 generations, you're forgotten about when you pass away. And then it became like, wow, like we did that in YouTube,
It opens a lot of doors too.
It really does.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm only at 5,000 subscribers, and it's crazy. I can't even imagine. You guys are like killing it.
Yeah, we get people wanting to send us stuff all the time. And it's like we want to check out what they have first. They want to do little videos and stuff. So we didn't deny a lot of people if it ain't going to bring value to our channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome stuff, guys. I'm reading the chat at the same time, trying to see if there's questions. Guys, ask your questions. I've got a few left, so let's jump back into my questions now. So if you guys don't mind sharing, what is Matt and JoJo's biggest month in gross revenue?
Ooh.
So the biggest month we had was 54,000. But a lot of 40,000 months, all organic, not paying for ads.
I was just going to say that is fucking insane, right? So I will my trucks will do 50,000 each, both locations, but I'm also spending, so I make one truck will peak out at 50 grand. I've had a almost 70 grand month, but average 40, 50, but I'm paying a shitload of money, I mean, that's crazy. So you pulled in 50 grand and it's all like organic. That's crazy. Congrats. That's really impressive, guys. I mean, the fact that you built your business to where it is and your phone just ring. I mean, that's crazy, because I'm so used to, I spent $300,000 on Google ads last year, 300 grand.
Shit.
And you know what sucks is I couldn't get any credit card points for it.
Oh, wow.
Because I have bad credit. It makes it very difficult to scale.
I
But,
got a question for you. How stressful is that knowing you got to spend that much money to keep people busy and stuff like that?
So I'm gonna answer honestly. It's a blessing and a curse. So here's the thing: if you know what you're doing, it ends up being okay, but it is very stressful. It's more stressful in my situation though, because I get billed every $12,000. That's the threshold of my Google ads. And it's fine. The money comes out of my bank account, but it's really stressful. Two parts: not being able to put it on a credit card, just to kind of like rack up the points and not have to like come out of. Sometimes I'd like to go the whole month and just bring in as much revenue as I can. And then, but the fact that I get billed immediate, like it used to be billed every $200 and every $500. So the stress is that sometimes you want to bring in a little more revenue because maybe the ads didn't profit as much. So not having a credit card was stressful. And then it is very stressful because you have to perform. You have to make sure your ads are good. You're completely dependent on it. But the flip side of it, here's the other side. So it's very stressful. But once you get it down, like I have it down now and it runs itself. The flip side is I didn't have to build a foundation for 3 years, right? I have constant leads coming in indefinitely, so I would say the Google ads game is getting very difficult though. And I have a lot of theories on this because a lot of people are coming into the business and they just think they could run Google ads and it's pricing it up. I can go on and on about, you okay, hon? Oh, what? Oh, okay. Okay. You're okay. Oh, do you need me to? Okay. Hold on. I got one more question. I'll come. All right. Guys, my lady went to go buy a new table from a neighbor, and it was an all glass table, and she just dropped the glass table in the neighbor's driveway. So I got to go help clean up, do some junk removal. So, but anyways, hey guys, let me end it with this. I'm sorry, guys. Babe, how far is it from here? Okay. I do want to ask you one question, guys, before we wrap this up. What is your guys' ultimate goal? You guys just got a second dump truck. That is freaking awesome. Congratulations. All without paying for Google ads. But what is your guys' ultimate goal? Where do you guys see yourself in the next 5 years? What's the plan? Do you plan on doing Google ads? Do you want employees? You're going to build an empire? What is Matt and JoJo's plan?
So our plan is to keep it small, find a couple more employees, and then pretty much be able to just live life, buy some real estate, and just be able to travel and do things. But just keep the business small, but just have it run without us on the trucks and stuff. So that's the goal.
Yeah.
So you want to stay like family owned size, but maybe have one truck running with employees, and you'll stay on the other truck as long as you can until you're ready to get off or something.
That sounds like a plan to me. Yeah.
Yep. And I mean, if it's running itself and if it's running and you don't need to pay for leads, I mean, yeah, I'm a little jealous, guys. I have one more question. When are we going to go fishing and hang out?
Shit, whenever you want to come out here, I'll let you know when the stripers are hitting our sturgeon. We can go whenever. If you want to go on a tuna trip, we can go on a tuna trip out there in San Diego, or you can fly out here. We got extra rooms.
Me and my lady will love a vacation. We'll come out sometime. Just let me know when you think's a good time. We'd love to come fishing with you. And guys, I'm so sorry that I only had a couple questions left anyways, but thank you so much for coming on to my live. I think the last time was about a year ago that you guys had me on your live. So thank you so much for coming. And yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you having us on here, and we'll definitely have you on our channel real soon. And whenever you're ready to go fishing, just let me know. I'll give you a holler for sure.
Yep. And I have the big news ready to share. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I got to go do some junk removal at it's not too late, but it's dark. I got to go pick up a glass table my lady just shattered on our neighbor's driveway. So yeah, our brand new table.
Well, good luck with that.
All right. Hey, thank you guys so much. God bless. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys around.
All right. Take it easy.
Toodles.